Arne Slots just finished his press conference, and here are the main talking points. Apologies, I look like warmed up death. Apparently, the international break doesn't do me any favours. We'll start with injuries first. So, Alisson, Jota, Trent, and Chiesa are all part of some form of training, but they're not training with the team, and they will not be ready for Sunday, and they're unlikely to be ready for Real Madrid. Trent is a maybe. Harvey Elliott is back in full training, but he needs to look at his match fitness because he's been out for so long, so who knows if he's going to be picked. And Virgil van Dijk, who did come back for medical reasons apparently, is absolutely fine and is ready to play. He was asked if he prefers to be at the top of the league and being chased, or if he would prefer to be second or third and chasing the top. He says, I'd lie to you if I said I didn't like being top of the league, but we don't look at it like that. We just play it game by game. He was asked if he was going to change his team selection thinking about the Real Madrid or the Man City game, and he said that Southampton deserve the respect of us picking the best team that we can. The best thing you can do is to win a game before you play someone like Real Madrid or City, because you have more momentum. So he wants to win the Southampton game. The only thing that might change his formation or his tactics or his selection will be if how ready are the players who've come from South America, because they've got to travel further than everybody else, and how fit is everybody else, obviously. He says he's had to watch 3 or 4 games for Southampton. He watched the Man City, the Arsenal and the Wolves games so far, and he says he's really enjoyed watching them. He says they play really, really well. They play good football. They've been a bit unlucky, and they gave them all hard games, so it's going to be a very tough game. He was asked if he ever changed his tactics for the position in the league he was in. He said that even when he started at the under-14 level, he always played the same tactics that he plays now, and that it hasn't always worked, but it always does. If you keep going and going and going with your philosophy, it should start to bear fruit, and it always has for him, so he wouldn't change his. He was asked about Konaté's form and his fitness and how he's had anything to do with that. He said when he came back for pre-season, he didn't play much at the end part of last season. He didn't really play in the Euros, but he went, and his first pre-season game wasn't very good, so he said that's why he brought in Kwanzaa. And then in the first game where he subbed him on at half-time, he said he came on and he's been a beast ever since. Now, he said that after his pre-season game when he dropped him, he said, I spoke to him about his fitness, I spoke to him about his levels, I spoke to him about some of his tactics and tackling. And he said he was one of the first players who really looked like he was wanting to learn, he wanted to listen, he wanted to improve. And you've got to say he's been one of our best players this season, so fair play. Also, he wanted to thank his medical team, because he said that they've changed how he rehabilitates after games and the resting and the training and stuff, and it's obviously working because he's playing so many more games in a row than he ever did the last couple of seasons, so that's good. He said it's really important to have Harvey Elliott back. He was really important in pre-season, one of Slot's first players that he was really impressed with, didn't really know a lot about, and really impressed with him. So it'd be good to have him back, but he does need to get match fit again. And I think that was about it. Saints are a tough side. My father-in-law's a season ticket holder, so I watch a lot of the games, and they can really cause issues. They just leak a lot of goals. If our press is on form, we will score a lot. It will be like the FA Cup game we played against them last season, I think. But if our press game is off because of the international duty, then it could be a different game. So I'm going to say that we're going to win 3-1. Let me know what you think. Please like, please repost, please follow if you don't already. Come on, you Reds. I'm going to go to bed.